I got suckered in by the name. Holla'Gram. That name is straight money. Boera.
Boera. Oh, I like the way Boera. I wouldn't even say it that way. I don't know what the hell it said. Borneo or something. Went high on the text. You bought something to drink that's 2.8.
I didn't even know. Like I said.
I know what the hell it is.
I did. And it sounded
good. It was pretty.
4-barrel. Boy, I cannot say that.
4-barrel. 4-barrel.
Well, it could be a couple. We're not sure.
You know, sends me off the bridge. So
exactly. Don't jump, Jay.
Yeah.
Don't jump.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Janet.
I'm Jason.
We're
Gumbo Mud. We're here.
Dark beer.
You sure? Because this ain't dark beer.
We're not sure.
Who bought this?
I did. I got suckered in by the name.
What do we got?
Okay. It's an iced mocha style coffee beer, but they do call it a stout.
Okay.
But here,
which sounds great.
Right.
So what did you miss about this beer that would kind of tip you off that maybe it's not quite a beer?
The caveat is it has a 2.8.
2.8.
Right.
You bought something to drink that's 2.8.
I didn't even know. Like I said, I liked the purple can and it sounded good.
It was pretty.
And the name of the beer, which the drink, is Holla'Gram. That name is straight money. So I got sucked in by all that and I didn't even look at the ABV.
It's crazy. But we still want to bring it to you guys because it's interesting. We love stouts. Obviously, this is 2.8. It's not a stout. Obviously, it's not a porter. I don't know what the hell it is, but
they do call it. This is website direct. It's categorized as a stout.
We got to look up our categories again, I guess, right?
Right.
But it sounds great. I mean, it's a mocha coffee inspired beer, which we love those. So, and mocha especially, that's my favorite coffee. If I ever get coffee, I get a mocha. Yeah. Which is chocolate coffee. So
here we go.
Let's see. Here we go.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So Holla'Gram out of Fonta Flora Brewery.
Which is another
I know.
Fonta Flora. And we kind of looked up, like they've won a lot of prestigious awards. Like they're like supposedly a Flora, like of all the beer names.
Yeah, so quit pissing on them.
Fonta Flora.
Embrace the name.
Well, we'll see how it tastes, right?
Okay, they're out of Morganton, North Carolina.
Yeah, which is probably like maybe I think they said like an hour east of Asheville, which Asheville, North Carolina is amazing. So the description of this beer obviously is an ice-styled mocha coffee beer aged on toasted oats. So anytime they toast coconuts, which we talked about, oats, any of those kind of things, I think it brings out the flavor better, right? Especially for darks, just to get the toastiness, right? And you're a baker. When you toast something, obviously, it's almost like caramelizing a little bit, right? When you toast something, you're kind of
just kind of enhances,
and it brings out flavors and stuff, right? Yeah. Videri, cocoa nibs, which I don't know where that is, but I'm sure we'll get it on the video for you guys.
It looks like
Videri cocoa nibs, and Counter Culture Hollogram Coffee. So it must be a coffee company there in North Carolina.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it sounds good, but the 2.8 obviously, like, you know, sends me off the bridge. So
exactly. Don't jump, Jay. Don't jump.
Yeah.
Okay, located on the northern tip of downtown Morganton, it's the historic area, and this is where the brewery got started. Yeah. They have refurbished original hardwood flooring throughout, exposed natural brick, and it's a four-barrel brew house, and four-barrel. Boy, I cannot say that.
Four-barrel. Yeah.
Four-barrel brew house, 7-barrel fermenter.
Fermenters. Yeah, you always need more fermenters because it takes so much longer for the beer to ferment than it does to actually brew it.
Right.
So you should have twice as many fermenters as you do.
Take note.
Yeah, right, bro. Okay. So yeah, owners there are brothers, which there's a lot of brothers that get into brewing.
You know their brothers?
Yeah, Mark and David Bennett.
Well, it could be a couple.
You think they're married?
You know.
North Carolina? I don't know. Yeah, it's 2020.
You automatically assume.
No, I think I read they're brothers.
Okay.
I think it was started by brothers. Yeah. So Mark and David Bennett.
Or cousins. We don't have to.
Yeah, it could be cousins too, but I'm pretty sure it said brothers. But
okay.
Obviously, that'll be on the video too.
Okay.
And brewmaster Todd
Boera.
Oh, I like the way Boera. I wouldn't even said it that way. I don't know what the hell it said. Borneo or something. Borero. Yeah. And the brewery was established in 2013, so they've been around for a while. And like I said, I quickly looked up some stuff, and it looked like it's well established and very well admired brewery there in North Carolina. So this is going to be interesting. A 2.8. Hey, I'm all about the taste. So even though it's not high ABV,
I know
as long as it has a good body and stuff, which. Low ABVs hardly have a good body because you're not brewing with a lot of mash. You're mashing with very small amount of grains in a, the amount of volume. So yeah, we'll see. But hey, we're gonna bring it to you, right? 2.8.
Here we go.
I never thought we'd go this low.
Well, it's because of me. I told you I got sucked in by.
That's good though. I wouldn't have never picked it up, so I'm glad you did because I like to try different beers, and
I scour sites for new releases, and I just add to my cart, give them my credit card, and it's a done deal. So I'm dangerous.
It sounds really good, and then I'm sure you like the colors.
I did.
So you didn't even look at the ABV.
I did.
Yeah.
It's our first. I think can with purple. Not that matters, but 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Bust it open.
Well, even for them to say it's a stout. You would never expect a 2.8. So
ready? Let's
do it. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
All right. Well, this is darker than.
This is darker than a lot of beers we just reviewed at 7s and 6s.
And look at that head.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
I'm surprised it's that dark.
All right. So, can I get a little credit here?
Not yet. No, like a 2.8. That's crazy, but yeah, looks really dark, right?
I think I like it.
Yeah, it looks dark. So
mine is the centerpiece here.
So yeah, we'll go straight to appearance. Like, if you just gave me this beer and I looked at it, I'd be like, yeah, that's a 8, 9. Like
you would never doubt.
Super dark.
You wouldn't doubt anything about it.
No, it's not quite a 9 or a 10, but it's definitely in the 8 range. It was dark, and look at the head. The carbonation looks amazing. The head looks amazing. Like, yeah.
I'm feeling
2.8 though.
I've been redeemed.
You've been redeemed so far, yeah.
Yeah, I feel.
It looks creamy too.
Yeah, I'm excited. It looks super delicious. Crazy impressive.
Look how big the bubbles are. All sizes.
I know.
Some really big bubbles too. Yeah. Actually, I like the carbonation. It's foamy, but it also looks creamy. Look at that. Like, look. It looks great. Look, the bubbles are just opening up. That's
I know.
Insane.
I go first. If you don't give this a 5, I think our partnership is.
No, I gave it a 5. It's a 2.8, and it looks
okay.
It looks amazing.
Good.
Look at that. It's one of the most impressive heads.
And look at the lacing. Look at that.
The lacing started. Look at
licking. Yeah, I mean the lacing. It's really hanging on.
Yeah.
Like the head is a beautiful, like mocha tan color. Like it looks great. So I'm glad we are in agreement.
It's crazy how thick it started and now it's dissipating. The bubbles were huge and now it's like, you could not tell me this is a 2.8% ABV beer. I would not believe it. So.
I'd bet money that it wasn't.
No,
actually.
It looks super good. So yeah, I'm with you. I gave it a 5. Like it looks better than 75% of the beers we review on this channel.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. So Aroma, a mixed blend of coffee. So hopefully it's not bitter coffee. Hopefully it's a good coffee aroma.
Getting the coffee.
Is it bitter? What is it?
I'd say it's like middle of the road.
Is it mocha? Because mocha's chocolate coffee.
I get a little smokiness.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a smoked coffee.
That's not mocha.
It's coffee with a side of cigarettes.
It's not mocha. That's weird. You get a mocha coffee, it is chocolate.
I do get chocolate though. I think it's bitter.
Yeah, but that's not mocha. You get a mocha coffee, it's never bitter.
No,
ever.
They're always they're sweet, decadent, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You get smoky?
Yeah, just a tiny bit of smokiness and a little bit of bitterness.
Right.
Which obviously that's the chocolate. And a little bit of smokiness. It's not bad.
Right.
It's not bad at all.
It's not.
Yeah. So what do you give? What do you give Aroma?
I'm going to give it a 4.
4?
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not overly fond of it, but I'm glad to get something again. Always taking into account every category that's a 2.8.
Yeah. Yeah.
The smokiness is fading too.
Yeah, it's starting to fade a little bit.
But it's definitely there.
I want to give it below average because it says mocha inspired, and mocha is chocolate, and that's not what I'm getting, a sweet mocha. But I actually gave it a 3.5 because I actually like it. It's not bad. Like you said, it has some direction. I'm not crazy about the bitterness. The smokiness is dissipating a little bit. I can still smell the smokiness, but
That's still there.
it's not bad. It's for 2.8. It's got character. We've had 8 to 10s that had no character at all. So, not to compare them, but yeah. So taste, all right.
Go. Taste,
yeah. If you're gonna call anything mocha, especially a coffee-inspired beer, and you call it mocha, it's got to have some sweet chocolate in it. It just has to. That's what mocha is. So, to smell the aroma, which is bitter, and then a little bit of smokiness, kind of throws me off. So, what are you getting?
There's definitely it's primarily coffee.
Right.
I'm not a coffee drinker, so I really don't get.
Wow, that's smoky.
Yeah.
And bitter.
Yeah.
That's espresso. That's a smoky espresso. It's not mocha at all.
Yeah.
Don't put mocha on there. That is a coffee though. That's
for sure.
That's someone smoking a cigarette having an espresso. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's super bitter, but then it kind of finishes less bitter, but it is bitter. It's
bitter.
An espresso.
It's bitter, it's dry, but there's no sweetness, nothing that would take this into mocha land for me.
No, no.
I don't get much of the smokiness. It's definitely coming from the bitter coffee, but
boy, I get smokiness.
It's not the taste. Yeah,
I get smoky.
It's not as pronounced as it was on the nose.
The bitter's bumping though, like a double or triple espresso. It's bumping big time. Yeah. So what do you give taste?
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, average.
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect with this one. This is uncharted territory. It's really just a coffee drink. Obviously it has a little booze in it, but
you can't tell. If you told me this was a 7 or 8 ABV, I would be like, yeah, it tastes like a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any mocha, any sweetness, anything that would, toasted oats, any of that stuff. It's just not there. It's just a bitter, slightly smoky coffee. So 3 for me.
Yeah, I gave it a 2.5. I went below average because it says mocha inspired. It's mocha, and it's not mocha. It is an espresso. If it said espresso, probably wouldn't have bought it because espresso is bitter. And this is like a double espresso with some smoke in it. So, and it's kind of like cigarette smoke. It's not like campfire smoke. It's smoke. So yeah, I gave it below average. I gave it a 2.5 because no. That's all it is, not mocha at all. So what about the texture? 2.8. I mean,
right.
You can't tell it's a 2.8.
No, not at all. I think
sure that's not like, you sure they wrote it wrong?
I know.
On their website it said it was 2.8.
The can, I checked the can and the website to make sure that they were in sync, and they are. Both are 2.8. The texture is pretty impressive considering I've had 7-8% beers that don't even come close to this, so I can't help but give a 5 on texture.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I have to give it a 5. It's a 2.8, and it's like a 7 or 8. Like it's crazy that this is a 2.8 beer. So obviously, when they were mashing, they used a lot of coffee in it and maybe less grains. But to get this kind of body, you need a lot of ingredients. So, yeah, it's interesting that they brewed something like this. So I think for espresso drinkers, they would love this beer. Yeah. Because it is espresso, but it's not mocha at all. So yeah, we both give it 5 or texture for 2.8. It's great. So what about the finish?
The finish it's dry, it's bitter. Lingers a little bit, nothing too crazy, but I like a sweet finish. I like I like flavors left in my mouth, and because this was just a coffee beer with no chocolate, none of the oats described, toasted oats.
Yeah.
I'm just left with a coffee taste.
Yeah.
And it's a bitter, dry, not so pleasant coffee taste. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay. Yeah,
You're going low.
Yeah, I give it a 2 because it does linger and it's all bitter. So for the finish, it's just all bitter like an espresso and pretty much finishes like an espresso. It's bitter and it lingers. Not a ton, but it does linger a little bit. So it's not mocha at all, which is, for the ABV to be 2.8, it's really a surprising beer. I really wish it was a mocha flavored beer, and it would be close to all 5s for me because I think the body's good. It's just there was hardly any aroma, and it doesn't resemble a mocha at all. At all, it's not mocha. It's just an espresso, a double espresso, triple espresso beer. So yeah, I gave it a 2. So for a total, Janet, what do you give? Holla'Gram from Fonta Flora Brewery out of North Carolina.
Jesus Christ.
I know, man. There's a lot going on.
Okay. I gave this beer a 4.1 out of 5.0, which seems a little high to me. Like the overall seems high.
Yeah.
But I did go high on both text.
Went high on the text. Yeah.
I went high on the texture and appearance.
Yeah, we both did.
They were very impressive, considering a 2.8 beer that basically contains little to zero alcohol.
Yeah.
So, job well done there. The color was beautiful.
Yes.
The head show was impressive, amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of great attributes, just did not live up to the description at all.
Yes.
I'm expecting a sweet morning coffee drink.
Chocolate. Yeah.
And I didn't get that at all. I definitely got the coffee for sure, but it's just an unflavored, unsweetened, which I'm not a coffee drinker, despite the fact that I like coffee flavored beers.
Yeah.
So if it had the sweetness, I think it would be a game changer for me.
Yeah, especially with the chocolate. The chocolate sweetness, because it's mocha.
Right. But anyway, a 4.1 is still a really great number.
It is.
The first beer of its kind that I've had that's, I've never had anything that low of an ABV. So I'm, glad that I tried it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of talking, it's like a coffee drink, like a cold coffee drink with alcohol in it, basically. So instead of a beer with coffee in it.
Right.
Yeah. I gave it a 3.6, which is kind of high for me too, but it was the appearance and the texture that were so impressive. Everything else is just like a bitter espresso, for the aroma, the taste, and the finish. So if it was anything like a mocha, we would have gave it more, but yeah, just exactly like you said, it just wasn't there. So Gumbo Mud total is a 3.85. So almost a 4. It's above average for a 2.8 coffee drink that has a little bit of alcohol in it. So, but if you like espresso, double, triple espresso, I think you would really like this beer, and maybe these are the flavors that they like there in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Gumbo Mud review is a 3.85 for Holla'Gram from Fonta Flora Brewery out of North Carolina. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review, and click the like and share button and share it with everyone, and click the subscribe button for more dark beer reviews.
And we hope you'll holla at our Instagram, which is Gumbo Mud, MUDD. We put out a post with our YouTube releases and other content along the way, so make sure you find us there and follow us. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this review, and we'll see you on the next one. So thank you guys. Thanks. All right, bye.